Court calls People v. Haddix, 261467.
Mr. Haddix has made his way up to the podium where he met with his attorney, Ms. Amy Lou Houston, Deputy Director of the Public Defender's Office. Mr. Kerner is present, our elected prosecutor, along with Agent Rolfe from the Michigan Department of Corrections.
A man with a long history of violence stands before the judge hoping for treatment instead of prison. His attorney says addiction and mental health are the real issues. The prosecutor sees a pattern of repeated failures and missed opportunities. Now the judge must decide, rehabilitation or punishment.
Department of Corrections. Mr. Haddix was before the court last on March 5th of the year 2026, and on that date, he pled guilty to count 1, malicious destruction of fire or police property, and resisting and obstructing a police officer. As a result of those plea-based convictions, the Michigan Department of Corrections did prepare a pre-sentence investigation report. They scored in a sentencing information report, distributed those documents to the parties and to the court. Also, I've received numerous letters of support on behalf of Mr. Haddix. I assume probation received those as well, Agent Rolfe? Agent Rolfe?
I'm sorry.
Did you receive the letters of support?
There's nothing in the file, Your Honor.
I'll need you to collect those then from Mr. Kerner and make sure that they're incorporated into the pre-sentence investigation report. Mr. Haddix, would you raise your right hand with me? Do you promise that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Haddix, did you get a chance to review the pre-sentence investigation report?
I have.
And did your attorney, Ms. Houston, did she make herself available to you to answer any questions you might have or address any concerns you may have about the contents of that report?
She did. I found a couple more this morning when I was looking over it.
All right. We'll go through any changes you have, but the narrative, right, on what's happened on that date, was that set forth, was it true and accurate?
Yes.
I mean, that happened?
Yes.
All right. That's really what I was looking for. Thank you. Ms. Houston, did you get a chance to review the PSIR?
I have, Your Honor.
And if you have some changes to the report, I'll be happy to.
To the body of the report, Your Honor, first thing that I would point out is in the description of offense, they thought that he had a pill, believed to a pill of Xanax. It was actually submitted and tested, and it was not Xanax. It was I can't say it, bromelazolam.
Not Xanax?
It was not Xanax. It's not a controlled substance. I do have the report here if Your Honor would like to verify that.
I take your word for it. Mr. Kerner, is that true?
I'll take her word for it.
I do too. We'll make that change then. Ms. Houston?
Thank you, Your Honor. And then the other instance that I was concerned with, Your Honor, it said the narrative portion says the sentencing scheduled for 4/23 of 26, which I was quite confused about because this is a case from 2018.
Yeah, I think it's collections.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. It's actually a show cost because he still owes some money on his claims.
I saw the same thing. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because he's had a lot of stuff since then. You thought district court would catch up with him. Yes.
Right. And I did print off the register of actions for that charge if you would like to review that.
I've already researched that and I agree. Agent Rolfe, do you understand what we're talking about?
For collections.
Yes. Good catch. Ms. Houston.
There were no other changes to the body of the report, Your Honor.
He said he had some.
I'm thinking that he's talking about the guidelines or something.
Yeah, the guidelines says the prior record variable score is 55. And in the case law, it says that it's 75 plus to be 10 to 23. And it says it's 55, so it'd be 5 to 23. It'd be a class E, not F.
I'm gonna defer to your attorney for guideline challenges.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So let's start with that. Do you have guideline challenges, Ms. Houston?
Your Honor, I do not have any that I would place on the record. I believe Mr. Kerner has some.
Thank you. Mr. Kerner.
Yes, PRV 7 should be 10 points.
Do you agree, Ms. Houston?
Your Honor, I would concur.
That would be correct. Agent Rolfe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kerner.
We believe that OV9 should be scored at 10 points based on the number of victims that were potentially in danger.
Ms. Houston.
Your Honor, I believe that only one victim was assaulted, and so I would argue that it should be 0.
Your response, Mr. Kerner?
There was glass broken. It could have injured both officers. So I believe.
Yeah, we don't need 2 police officers hurt. We just need them placed in danger. It's unfortunate that one was hurt. We're lucky that 2 weren't, but at least 2 were placed in danger. As described in the narrative portion of the pre-sentence investigation report that Mr. Haddix says was truthful and accurate. So that challenge would be sustained, Agent Rolfe. Please give us 10 points on OV9. Mr. Kerner. Agent Rolfe, add them up.
For PRVs, We have a total of 65. Level E. For offense variables, we have a total of 36. Level 3. The guidelines are now 12 to 24 months.
Do you agree with that, subject to your objection, Ms. Houston? Do you agree with the math?
Yes, I agree with
The defense paints a picture of a man struggling with addiction and depression. Family members submitted letters asking the court for compassion. Their argument is simple: treat the root problem and the behavior improves. But judges also have to consider public safety. Would treatment work this time, or has that chance already been given?
Yes, I agree with the math.
Mr. Kerner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Ms. Houston, allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Haddix, I understand we have put in a request for a treatment court and a treatment type sentence. I understand your concern that he has many assaultive crimes in his past. However, in talking not only with him, but also with his mother and his aunt, who are in the court today and who submitted letters of support, he is not assaultive if he is not intoxicated or high. And so I believe that if we can get him treatment, help him get sobriety and maintain sobriety, it will eliminate any aggressive behavior on his part. In addition, he suffers from severe depression and he needs mental health treatment. Your Honor, we are asking you to follow the recommendations of MDOC, but also to give him some type of treatment court to ensure that he is able to achieve sobriety and maintain his sobriety. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Houston. Mr. Kerner?
Thank you, Your Honor. It does not look that he's made a very good attempt at getting his substance abuse under control. I'd ask that the court fashion a sentence that focuses on punishment and deterrence, Your Honor, and send this man to the Department of Corrections. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Haddix, this is your opportunity to address the court, sir. What would you like to say?
I would like to first apologize for my actions that day. I don't think that any of it should be condoned in any manner. I don't think it's justifiable. On the paperwork, it says 1 victim and 2 were in danger, but there's multiple victims in my actions. I mean, my mother, my aunt, my girl, my kids, everybody has to suffer from them. I don't believe in any way that any of it was right, and I could do 100% better in life than to be there. It's not a positive outlook for my children or my family to see me in this manner. So I'd like to apologize.
Have you said everything you wanted to say?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You know, I did review your request for treatment, and I do hear your attorney when she says if you're not using, you're not violent. But look, you've had plenty of opportunities for treatment. You've walked away from 2 inpatient facilities. You walked away from outpatient. You were given every opportunity for treatment to get you to stop using and then stop hurting people. And you went to prison just over 10 years ago for hurting people. When you got out of prison, you continued to hurt people. And in this case, people were just trying to help you. The people at Subway, they're just trying to help you. And then the police were called and you hurt the police. You punched Officer Knoll in the stomach and then smashed out the window of her police cruiser. That's just not any kind of behavior that can condone or will be accepted in our community. So I don't know that you're really interested in getting any treatment because you were given an opportunity to do so and you refused it. I just don't know how to help you, Mr. Haddix, because it doesn't appear that you want to help yourself. There'll be some financial obligations, Mr. Haddix, that includes restitution in the amount of $375, a crime victim's assessment in the amount of $130, court costs in the amount of $961, and a state cost in the amount of $136. And the court does believe that to protect the community against you, Mr. Haddix, and your continuing bouts of violence, that a sentence of the Michigan Department of Corrections is warranted and appropriate, as the court sentence will focus on deterrence and punishment because efforts at rehabilitation in the past just haven't worked. So, Mr. Haddix, your sentence will be a sentence to the Michigan Department of Corrections where you'll spend a minimum of 16 months, not to exceed 48 months. Against that sentence, you'll receive credit on both counts for 119 days. Also, Agent Rolfe and Mr. Haddix package to the Michigan Department of Corrections, please include a request that he undergo a substance use evaluation, a mental health evaluation, and he follows the recommendations. You do have some appellate rights, Mr. Haddix. Along comes those rights with Mr. Schmidt. Please initial them, acknowledging that you've received the same. If you'd like court-appointed counsel to assist you with an appeal, you've got 42 days from today's date to make that request. Ms. Houston.
Judge, is the 16 months in MDOP or MDOC, is that for the malicious destruction of police property? And are you doing a different sentence for the or not?
That would be the same sentence for both, and they will run concurrent. Yes. Yes, because I can't exceed 16 months on the R and O.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Send me a guide about what you're talking about, and I'll give it things and a guideline to
Okay, thank you.
And the judge sentenced Billy Haddix to 16 to 48 months in prison, citing repeated violence and unsuccessful treatment attempts. The court still recommended substance abuse and mental health evaluations while incarcerated. It's a case that highlights the difficult balance between second chances and public safety. Do you agree with the judge's decision, or should treatment have been prioritized instead? If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom stories and legal analysis.
This case is a powerful example of how courts balance rehabilitation and public safety. The defense presented a clear path, treatment, support, and a chance to rebuild. But the judge looked at the full picture: repeated offenses, failed treatment attempts, and escalating behavior. In the end, the court decided that punishment and deterrence had to come first. A 16 to 48-month sentence isn't just about this case. It's about preventing future harm. So what do you think? Should the judge have given him one more chance at treatment, or was this the right call? If you found this case as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.